Another minute. Okay, time. Partner up. Gloves on, mouthpiece on. Okay. So the first drill we're going to do is simple. We're just going to practice our left uppercut, left body shot, which we learned from your practice month. Remember with the left body shot, the left body shot and the left uppercut are generally the same movement that you're doing with your legs. It's just what you're doing with your arms that are different. So most of you were here the last couple of weeks, so you already know how it works. I'll just give you a couple extra little tips. Okay, so let's say for example I'm going to the body, right? So if I'm going to body, in order for me to get a little bit extra power, and this works for both the uppercut and the body shot, is I always want to allow my hips to move ahead of my elbow. Okay? And you're going to see this often in every other punch that anyone else who doesn't know how to box will throw. So anytime you see someone that wants to really land a hard right hand, you watch a YouTube video or something else, street fight or whatever, you always notice that these guys, they pull their arms back and then they punch, right? Or they pull their arms back this way, they punch. You want to avoid doing so because it's too easy to see coming. The punch gets a bit slower, but the reality is, if you pull your arm back before you punch, the punch is harder. Okay, you do get a stronger punch. If I turn my body like this, I pull my arm back like this, and then I do my left hook, does the punch come out stronger? Yes. 1,000% yes, it gets stronger. But is it an effective way to punch somebody? Then the answer is no. Because then you sacrifice all your other things that you need in punching, right? How to gauge your distance, how to keep your balance, etc., etc., your timing, all that. And you also have to be slower. So, if I go to the body, I start off the same setup that we usually do. I do a little slip, right? So I slip a little bit to my left. I make sure that my head is off center. I get my head generally above my toes, right? And from this position here, I'm going to flip my arm like this. So I'm going to start with the body shot. I'm going to flip my arm like this. Then if you notice what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my hip first. So see where my elbow and my hip is all in the same line here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start turning my hip first. I turn my hip first. So see how I turn my hip first? Now all of a sudden my elbow is behind my hip. This is what's going to give me power on my shot. Same as if I had pulled my elbow behind. I get more power, but it's harder to do punch this way. So again, here I turn my hip. So you see my elbow's behind my hip. Once it gets behind my hip there, then I release it. Okay? So I'm going to make sure I release. When I release my left body up here, I have to make sure I hit with the knuckles, and then my elbow is directly behind my fist. So if I did something like this is no good. So the shot's not going anywhere here. I'm slapping here and there. There's not a lot of power. I really want to get a good stiff shot where it's really behind that way. Okay? And then of course with the uppercut is the same idea, right? So with the uppercut, I get the same position. I do it in this position here. I twist, I twist my hand like this. I extend with my legs, and as I extend with my legs, you'll notice that my elbow gets behind my hip. Only a little bit. A little bit behind my hip, and then I release my uppercut. Go here, drop, uppercut. Okay? So we're going to go for about 6 to 8 minutes. Both partners can practice it, so you switch what you want. And you do it as you want, like as she says. If she says only wants one body shot, she'll say body shot, I'll go to the body. If she'll say one uppercut, she'll say uppercut. But don't forget, last week we doubled it up. So if she wants to go body uppercut or uppercut body, I can do that as well. So let's say she says body uppercut, I drop, I go to the body, I pull back, I keep the weight on this leg here, I pull back, and I shoot up. Or I can do uppercut body. Uppercut, pull, body. And if you want, you can do like multiples, 4 or 5 over and over and over. Up to you how you want to do it depending on your experience, but with your partners, let's give it a try. So 6 to 8 minutes-ish. Okay, ready?
Okay. Yeah, good. So, body first. And I do that like that.
Ready? Let's go. Not bad. So try not to move both at the same time. So my arm and my arm should trail my head. Here. If I exaggerate the motion, it's full exaggeration of like my if you have kind of width, like I said, it will be as that's it. And start to make your angle more like this and less like this. So you're gonna have to open up. So open up like this. It opens up wider. you gotta hit with your knuckles. And you gotta run up. If your fist is still kind of facing this way, yeah, how are you gonna get on this? It doesn't matter how hard it goes. Because I feel like I turn like this. Before I do that one. There you go. I'll figure out how to drag it. Right? Remember when you throw your uppercut, it's drag. Stop! Your guys, remember just as a reminder, just to see where do my hips go, or I like to use my nipples. So where do my nipples face when I finish my shot? My nipples, see my very long nipples? They're gonna face towards that pillar, the blue pillar, that corner. So as I do my uppercuts, look at, just keep your eyes on my nipples. So look here, I'm here. Now look at where my nipples face. I shoot up and I turn there. Okay? So into that corner right there. So if you're turning and your nipples are like here, then you've turned it too much. Okay? So PG, we could use our belly button too. So we could have our belly button here. I drop here. Now where is my belly button going to face? It's going to face right in that corner. So I go up and face that corner. Up, body. Up, body. Okay? Let's go. We have another 2.5 minutes. Make sure both sides try it. Make sure both sides try it. So then when you start comes in, you press out like that. You have to time it. Figure it out. Figure out when you move it closer. Like you're already like way strong. The issue is the more your hips go up this way, the wider your shot is. The more your hips turn like this, it's more narrow. And that's this you want to really protect yourself. No. Up and back. So your nipples should face. Your nipples should face here. See, I'm not facing that. It's facing this. Okay, get your nipples to face where my hands are. So your mistake might be you're not going up. That's overturning. My hands are there. Yeah. Now you have to figure out how you get your arm to get behind and get this right power. My arm? There. How does that feel? Does it feel better? My nipple story, right? Really, you have to be going up and diagonal. If your shot looks like this, and you're turning, this is no good, right? You're not going to have enough space, so what's going to happen? You're going to end up throwing your punch like that, just with no power. So if you look where my belly button is facing, see here, it's no good. Nipples is no good. I want it up here. So the issue might be that you guys are not turning or lifting enough. So from this position here, this is no good. Where I want to be is here. Now my shot can come in. This way, and my shot comes out wider. Because don't forget, whenever we're going to the body, the reason why we don't throw the left hook to the body the same way that we do the left hook to the head is positioning of someone's body to the head. So if she's defending herself and she's guarding like this, there's a difference between where I want to hit behind the rib here and where her chin is here, right? So it's this much difference. This, so it's what, it's like, I don't know what this is, 12 inches, like it's almost like a foot. So if I were to throw a shot to the body, and I did it the same way as I did the left hook to the head, and I went like this, well, I got nothing here, right? It's easy to go to the head here, right? So if you guys see this, I'm hitting her head, right? Right, her head, chin, whatever. Now look at if I decide to lower the shot to the body with the same technique. See, and it's here. It's too far. I'll never land on the body. So what I need to get more reach with my arms is I need to have my body turn in and then come in this way. See, look at my nipple, my belly, look where it's facing. So it's 1, 2. Now if you look at my body shot, 1, 2. Body with the knuckle and everything like that. Okay? I'll give you guys another minute to practice, okay? About 30 seconds each. Give it a try. Figure out how you're moving your hips. Okay, very important. Let's not show what we're doing next. Or later on. Let's go. It is that is most important the way that you move your hips and the way where your chest and your belly button and nipples are facing. Up. Yeah. And try to get your nipples right behind. Okay, time. Let's move on. Okay. Right there. So we're going to keep on with the left. Next, we're going to either ease up to you. You can do left uppercut or left hook, and the next move is going to be left hook to the head. Okay? So the first shot I'm going to do is left hook to the body. So he's going to catch it. Okay? So I catch it here. 1. Okay? Once I get this shot to the body here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull just a little bit. I pull a little bit. Then my next movement is to pull. My next move is to drop my weight. So the first thing I do is my feet have to switch. From here to here. So body, 1, pull, drop, turn. Right? What I don't want to see is that. This is no good. So it's the same issue, right? The issue is if I'm turned over and I want to throw a left hook to his head, it becomes too close. Now I'm too close. Right? So what I want to do is 1, pull a little bit. I just take my glove off the target. I switch my feet. Look at my feet. Switch. Once I switch my feet this way, now I'm going to turn my belly button, my nipples directly towards the wall here, so straight. So this should be familiar to all of you. Here, I turn, left hook. Right? So I go 1, 2. 1, 2. You can even practice the opposite. You can go hook, then you bounce back and you put your foot flat, just like the beginning what we did earlier on, right? 1, 2, 3. If you want, you can do it with the left uppercut as well. You can go left uppercut, I pull a little bit, I drop my feet, I turn over. Okay? Give it a try. We'll go again, 8 minutes. Let both sides try it. Ready, go!
Can you win? No. Yeah, your knuckle has to hit more. And like I said, your body is from this way. And you're also cheating it's on the side. You want to get in front of him. There. See? Now see how the shot is like straight like this? This is no good. See? But that's no good too, because now you're low. It has to come up. Yeah, that's better. But see the position of your arm is so right. Look, if I do it again, I'll be right here. Look, I'm going this way, right? I turn like this. I'm going to get right here. Okay, so here. So look, if I go like this is no good, right? You also feel right? If I go like this, well, you also feel nothing. If I go like this, and I run up and I do this, right? Here, right? That one you'll feel. And you see my position of my arm? Look at my nipples. Look at the boxer. Look where it's facing. Right here. Just here like this, everything gets fucked up. Here. You gotta make sure your legs question is, we have to understand what is the purpose of this punch, right? Or this combination. So double left, whether it's body, head, or head, body, these are two power punches done in chain, one after the other, right? So we have to think about when do we use power punches like that in a sequence like that? Well, we use it usually when the other guy is covering against the ropes or he's not moving much, right? So if the guy's not moving much, if you already hit him with the right hand or a jab or whatever, and they're starting to get defensive, that's where you can land both shots. You yourself have to make sure that you're in a good position, a good wide position to throw the punch so you're strong enough, right? So if I throw my punches on Derek, and my legs are like this, which I don't like. If my legs are like this and I just go like this, I don't get enough out of it, right? Remember, the wider your legs and the lower your base, the stronger you'll be in terms of defensiveness and your punches. It's fact, okay? Fact, right? The only thing that you don't have is you don't have mobility. You have a harder time moving around, but that doesn't matter. In this particular case, it doesn't matter because he's not moving anyways. You don't need mobility. Now it's time to sit down and throw your punches. So if I'm wider here, I go to the body here, this shot will be much heavier. Then I pull, I drop, and I throw my left hook from here, and I just rotate my hip here. Now I'm in a solid position that I can keep fighting, I can keep blocking. But if I'm here, and my legs are like this, and I just go like this, it all ends up being arm, and the stance, like the distance is not that great, okay? The second thing is, when you're throwing your left hook, I understand that a lot of coaches everywhere will tell you to pivot the left foot, okay? But we have to understand what the pivot of the left foot is. It's just a cue. It's just to get people to understand that the front foot can turn. But it doesn't have to turn, and it's not a driving force of power of the punch. So if I'm throwing my left hook, and I'm only focusing on the pivot of my foot, you'll notice that my left hook's going to be shit. So look. Well, I'm doing everything that the coach said, right? I'm turning my foot, but his hook is garbage because there's nothing in it, right? So the trick to learning whether to turn your foot or not to turn your foot, and you can watch as many professional fights as you want. Watch 100 professional fights. And you will never understand when they turn their foot or when not to turn their foot. Sometimes they turn it crazy, sometimes they don't turn it at all, sometimes they turn it halfway, sometimes they turn it a quarter way, then you're like, well, what is it? Is it a turn or not a turn? The fact is it doesn't matter, okay? What matters is you shift your weight on your back leg. Shift your weight on your back leg, and your front foot, you forget about it. Now that your weight is mostly on your back leg, if you just turn your body, if your foot turns, then it'll turn. Look, it turned just a little bit. I can do it without turning. See? I can go harder and really turn it, right? But it only turns because I turned my body, because my foot is already up like this. Try it. Put your foot up like this and just turn your body. Your foot's going to turn on its own. You won't even have to think about it. And that's why we turn our foot. It's not done on purpose. It's done because it's done as a follow through, right? The same thing is done for the right hand, by the way. We don't take our right hand and we step because we want to step. We turn our bodies and then our foot just kind of lifts and goes. It's a follow through. Okay? All right, let's do another 2 or 3 minutes. And then we're going to do it on as a defensive. Okay, let's go. Your issue is that you're not shifting your weight. You're starting to have flat. So just lift your front foot. It only has to lift enough for a piece of paper to go doors. That's it. It doesn't have to go higher. And then you rotate your body directly to the side. And when the front foot turns, it will turn. If it's buckles, sometimes it buckles. Now we're going to go 2 more minutes. Make sure both sides try it. Zero body shot.
Zero. It's zero. It's a tickle. Tickle. If your body shot doesn't affect them, then the hook won't affect them either. So the first punch, you have to make sure the first punch is a good punch. All the punches have to be good.
About first.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because you're also going up with your weight. The other one is just if you're strong, your punch are strong, but this one was stronger.
Okay, time. Let's move on. Okay, so we're gonna do it as a sparring drill or as a defensive drill. Derek's gonna have defense. So what we did earlier on in the beginning of the month, we started with the right hand. So we're doing the same thing, right? So we can also start with the jab if you want, right? So what we do is like start with the jab, just by kind of just playing with it like that, right? So whenever you're using your jab like this, you're not looking. You can hit them if you want. If like the opportunity is there to hit them, then by all means hit them, right? But usually when you're sparring someone, they're also kind of like they're paying attention already. So when you're jabbing someone like that, you're kind of just looking for holes. You're looking to see like what kind of reactions this guy likes to do, what his favorite defense is. Is he an aggressive guy? Is he gonna start punching you first? Some guys back up a lot. Some guys don't back up at all. So that's what this jab is giving you, right? It's a constant, just like test. It's a test to see what kind of shit they do. Let's say, for example, we're dealing with someone who's not moving that much, or we're dealing with someone who's against the ropes now, right? So against ropes, this is for someone who's hurt, for someone who's tired. This is when you're gonna start using these moves. So I touch, I touch, I touch. Now I'm gonna throw my right hand. It doesn't have to be super hard, but it does have to kind of look dangerous. Right? So I throw my right hand. And if you notice when I throw my right hand, I turn my body, right? I turn my body like this. I'm looking at the position of my body. So this looks a little familiar, right? This looks like the same position I did to set up my left uppercut, the left body. So what I do not need to do is I don't need to throw my hand and then go down. It's a waste of movement. Because when I just throw my right hand, look at the position of my body. All that's missing is my body doing this a little. See? So exactly the same as I showed you. Okay? So we're going to go jab, 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 right hand, my position, here, drop, body, drop, head. Okay? So that particular combination now is a little bit far, but it still came out pretty okay. Let's try again. Jab, 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 right hand, here, that position is better. So what's my position again? Here, here, drop. Turn my elbows up in the corner. Let my elbow get behind my hip. Hit with my knuckle. Body. Drop. Pull off a little bit. Switch my feet. Switch my feet. Rotate directly to the side. Okay. And you notice how I can get decent weight and decent power just from my body being here. It's here. I don't need to pull anything back. I just need to drop my weight and then turn my body back and make power. Okay? So defensive wise, you can keep it super easy. So when your opponent is when you're jabbing, you can just kind of catch. You can high guard the right hand, or you can here pull block. Up to you. Here, right hand, then the body shot, just slide your elbow down to where your hip bone is. So you get your hip bone to touch your elbow. And if you're a tall guy with short arms, with your torso, you want to crunch your torso small like that. So then you guys go to the body here, I pull back, I see my feet, then he rises back up to his eyebrow, he stiffens, and he walks. Okay, let's give it a try. One side attack, one side defend. Okay, only one side, you switch sides after. Okay, get ready? Let's go. Time! Look over here for a second, just a quick, quick note. So, your body shot changes, right? So I'm only giving you one particular position for your body shot. And the position I'm giving you guys is when a guy has his hand like this, right? So his hands are like this. The idea to get to the body is I have to get behind his elbow, right? This is what makes the body shot difficult, and that's why the technique changes. So if I need to get behind his elbows here, I can't go like this. It will just hit on his elbow, right? I have to look at tilt, pick up my hip up and back. Like, notice where I am. This allows me to go directly behind his elbow. That's what I'm trying to have the shot. So the shot is wider, boom, behind the elbow, right? That's how you want to land it. But if, for example, you had a guy who decided to stand like this, okay? If he's standing like this, I don't need to go so wide. He's giving it to me for free, right? So this is free. So if I go to the body now, I don't have to go so wide. I can just go a little bit more narrow here, right? It also changes depending on the position of the guy's body as well. If he bends forward, sometimes people bend forward, they go like this. So if you're like this and then protect your head like this looks silly, right? But people do this. It's very, very common. People do this a lot. When they start getting scared or they start getting hurt, they do this. They protect their heads, they go fuck this, and they look down, they try to shell up, they try to like they're a turtle. So once you're like this, now your body shot will look a little bit more like an uppercut. Because of the angle of his body. So now it'll be like more like this. See? So it changes depending on where it is. That's why I told you the left uppercut to the head and the left body shot, they're the exact same punch. It's the exact same technique, but they're on the extreme ends, right? Left body shot is all the way to the side, whereas left uppercut is all the way in the middle. But every position from here to here is possible. I can go a body shot here, I can go to here, I can go to here, I can go to here, I can go anywhere. Any of those angles I can throw the body shot or the uppercut. But it's the same punch. It's the same technique. But I'm giving you the shot at two different extremes. One that's really low and really sideways, and one that's really high and really down the middle. But anything in between is good, depending on where they position their arms and where they position their body. Okay? Reverse roll, let's go. Go!
Close.
the moment you do this, then the punch is going to The moment you decide that you want to go back, and then you put it up, yeah, for sure, it's going to be guaranteed. You have to be where you are. Because you're not aiming for her head. You have to aim for her head. Even through the glove, you have to aim for her head. It's not necessarily getting hard. You have to aim for her head. Through the body, to the head. You're rushing the hook to the head too much. The hook to the head is the last punch. It's like it's the one that you want to hurt somebody. If you just love tapping them. Strong. Hook to the head. Strong. Okay, small thing. Because a lot of us are having trouble with this. Just as a couple reminders, when you're throwing any punch, the only punch out of every single punch you know how to do, the only punch where the front foot goes up and the back foot goes down is the left hook to the head. It's the only one. Every other punch you throw, your front foot is flat, or both feet are flat, right? The only punch where your front foot goes up is your left foot to the head. It's the only one. And even the left foot to the head doesn't have to be done with the left foot up, but that's the way that we're going to do it. Okay, so the only difference we're going to make is that when I throw my body shot left foot to the head, so I'm going to jab. So remember guys, when you guys are doing this drill, it's important that you guys take it seriously. You don't relax your hands with your feet. You just kind of go like this, nice and easy, right? You got to treat it as if you're actually sparring, right? You don't go as hard, but you got to treat everything else as if sparring. You might get me back. I have to make sure my defense is on point, etc., etc. Okay? So again, the only difference that we're going to make is we're going to do the same thing here, body, and when I pull back, I go ahead. If he wants to, he can block it, like the way we've been doing lately, or if he wants to go under it. So all he's going to do is just squat and go under. And what that's going to do is he's going to try to surprise me. He's going to try to surprise me when he goes under. And what that helps you practice is keeping your balance when you throw your left hook. So I'll give you guys two possibilities that are wrong. Okay? So if I throw my left body shot here, and I throw my left hook to the head, and I go like this, you'll go under. Then you did it wrong. Okay? Because if you are able to stop yourself before you punch, as he goes under, that means you're not putting enough into the punch for it to be dangerous to a potential opponent when you're hitting him. Imagine I'm trying to really knock him out. I really want to throw my hardest punches, and he slips my right hand. And I go like this. Do you really think if he didn't slip that would hurt him? The answer is no. Right? It would not hurt him. Right? So if you're able to stop your punch, then you did something wrong. Okay? If you decide to go something like this, and then you miss, also wrong. Okay? So you want to make sure that you're throwing, you're shifting your weight, and you're throwing when you miss. I don't know if I miss or I don't know. All I know is I'm definitely trying to punch his head. That's all I'm thinking about. If you kept your weight all on your front leg and you really swung, here, you will lose your balance this way, right? So if that happens to you, that's also wrong, okay? The trick to keeping your balance on your hook is the switch of your feet. Here, switch my feet, then I just go for a home run. And if I miss, I miss. Boom, I miss. I don't have to look. I can just close my eyes. Close my eyes, swing, see? And I won't fall over. Close my eyes, swing. If he decides to block, it's the same thing. If I block, I don't know if he's going to block. I don't know if he's going to go under. See? I can close my eyes and just go over and over. See? I don't know, but as long as I switch my feet, I don't fall over. Give it a try. Try to surprise your partner. Sometimes go under, sometimes don't. Sometimes go under, sometimes don't. Try to surprise them and see if you can catch them off balance. Those of you who are punching, try to maintain your balance. Switch your feet, maintain your balance. Let's go. Yeah. With the jab, everything. Yeah, with everything together, with the jab, the cross, everything, all the setups, everything together. Let's go. One side attack, one side defense. You're still like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to move back or I'm going to block. By the time you jab, in your head, you're like, I'm blocking all of it. And you think about it. But if you think about blocking and running, if you're being defensive, but you can't decide whether you want to back away or block, then you're going to get the worst of both worlds. So if you block, you're going to get off balance. But if you try to avoid him, he's still going to hit you. So what is it? Is it a block or is it your evading? We'll work on blocking, okay? Nice. Next, keep your right hand up there when you hook. Okay? Yeah, stop. Okay. See, are you blocking or are you running? What are you doing? Because if he goes left foot, are you going to go like this? Why do you do that? That's running to me. Okay, do it again. Let's go your first 2 points. Okay, so if you feel weird now, the position when you close the right hand, I think right now you're okay. But if you feel weird, what you do is take a slight step back on the defense, on the fence. If you feel weird here, what you do is take a slight step back with your right leg, which you do not move your left leg at all. Yeah, you just step back and sit. And then you get ready to block. You're not trying to avoid it, you're just making yourself more stable.
I need to think about that. I usually do Muay Thai. Today I was too late to do the Muay Thai. I tried last week. I tried to come like that's on Thursday? I don't want to do that with you. Not yet.
Okay, this is what we're doing today for the conditioning. We're doing one side at a time. So Derek's going to go first. So basically we're doing 30 seconds of 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so 30 seconds like that. Then I'm going to call out triple left. And the triple left, for what the triple left is going to be left uppercut, left body, left hook. Right? Pass. Left uppercut, left body, left hook. And you do it over and over. Left uppercut, left body, left hook. Okay? So this is the one that we're doing today, but the truth of the matter is, including the jab, you can mix all four together. Like if you, like in the future, you can do something like left jab, left hook, left body, left uppercut. Or you can do left jab, left uppercut, left hook, left body. So all those four punches of all left punches, you should be able to, this is a foundational movement. So everyone should be able to do this. Everyone needs to not only get good, you should be able to do this. Like at least with the guys that I train to fight or whatever, like I have to make sure that they're able to do all four punches in any order. Right? Left, hook, body, up, jab, body, hook, hook, body, head, jab. All of that. Any kind of mixture of all those four punches with as many of them is a foundational movement. It does feel like it's a little bit quote unquote advanced, which it is, but it's still considered a foundational movement that everyone should be able to do. Quadruple, quintuple lefts of all different punches. Okay? Get ready. So only one side is going, and I'll call it the switch later on. Okay, we're going to start with 1, 2, 1, 2. So don't forget the triple left is left uppercut, left body, left hook. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. Ready? Go! left, go! So again, if you guys find this particular combination, the double and triple lefts difficult or you're not used to it, I highly suggest that you guys practice this on your own, because being versatile with your lead hand, the one that's in front, is super important. And it's a big boon. It's like a big advantage if you're able to use all of them, be able to quickly switch from one to the other, and then use your right hand after that or before that, because your right hand doesn't have the same versatility, right? Because it comes from further behind, it's slower, there's less amounts of punches you can use with the right than you can with the lead with the left. Okay, so I highly suggest, highly suggest that if you want to get better at fighting and you want to get your game up to another level, being proficient at double and quadruple lefts, just learning how to use your left hand is a very nice, very important skill. Otherwise, next week is the last week of the month. The last Tuesday of the month, so we will continue on with something similar to this, and then next month, June, we're gonna work on the other side, so we're gonna do right uppercut and some double lefts and double rights. There's not that many variations of right hands that we can change, but we're gonna do double and triple lefts. Also introduce how to throw a power jab or something like that if there's time. As always, if you guys have any questions, come and see me. Otherwise, I hope to see you guys next week. And we'll keep going. And again, like I said, next month we'll work on the right uppercut, the right hand. All right?
Music? What do you do? Like what kind of music? I try to more.
I'm gonna go back for 3 months. You want to watch it?
You can do anything else. Okay.
Then after that,
Joking about that.
I work on
What give it a like?
And maybe today or tomorrow, because that whole video 1 hour.
Okay. Perfect.